I think the question now is more about like where do we want her to end up?
Yeah.
It's really that. We're curious too. We're like, wait, so are we in Rome now?
And I mean, this show has so many gorgeous fashions, and my particular favourite this season was the cobalt blue suiting number.
Thank you.
Do you have a favourite from this season that you keep thinking about?
The Harris Reed black and white ball gown look to me is just so divine and perfect for the theme of the event, as well as for Emily's transition this season to being more comfortable in black and white and gray. But also I really loved a lot of the looks in Italy, the Vivienne Westwood polka dots, and also the vintage Alaya kind of Roman holiday-ish throwback.
I love the masquerade because she put it on a mask for each character and very well chosen by Marilyn Fitoussi.
I want his lemon suit from Rome. I'm obsessed with lemon citrus, and I saw that, and I was like, I want that.
Well, besides my outfit, because obviously I.
You have the best outfits in the show.
Thank you.
Some friends of mine in LA, they just they just watched the show just to see your outfits.
Oh, that's kind.
They told me that.
And I appreciate it because especially I'm trying to put on the spotlight new upcoming designer, so that means a lot. Like people that got out of like fashion school and I put them on the show and I know it can change their life and they can hire people. But except my character, I would say Sylvie's.
I have a lot of favorite outfits, so I can't name one. You know, wouldn't do justice to the other ones.
It feels more practical this season. She's very grounded, is the vibe.
Yes. I love that. She's paring it down, she's tailoring, less is more, and there's more of a logic to her choices.
I think Marilyn thinks about that a lot in terms of Emily feeling more at home in Paris and
growing,
and growing and assimilating a little bit more, and so her style changes.
And this season, I wanted to be a little quieter. I wanted it to be more about the character, less about the clothes. So I told Marilyn, please, let's play it a little bit down. It's also winter, so it's a different thing.
Different palette.
Different palette of colors. You know, you're much more covered because it's coats and things.
And I think every season, we sort of want to keep the characters evolving and changing, so that is reflected in the wardrobe also.
And this season ended on a juicy little cliffhanger. So can we expect a season 5, or how many seasons do you envision for Emily and Paris?
Well,
18.
As many as will have us. As many as will have us. So, let's start with 5.
And I mean, I've watched other interviews with Ashley where she's spoken about how it was really difficult this season coming to film when she had sepsis shock. How did you support her through this really kind of terrifying experience?
Yeah, well, honestly, it was whatever she needed and from us was what we needed to give her, and we all just welcomed her with open arms. We missed her, we loved her, and it was really like you tell us, open communication, and she was incredible and so strong, and she killed it this season, and she's up there on stage performing, and it always makes me cry. Even if it's a funny scene, I just cry because I'm so proud of her.
You can't tell that she went through something so physically draining, and like when I'm on set with her, she's supporting me. So I don't know. I hope I'm supporting you, but I feel like
I think now it's just something I'm still processing. And for me, the amount of joy I feel, I don't think I could have gotten through a season, and I shouldn't have gone back to filming, but I was able to because this was our 4th season. I had a support system. I didn't get to go back home before I came to Paris to start filming. If it hadn't been for Paul Foreman being with me, I don't think I'd be here at all. And so I think it meant the world to me to have people that I really loved and trusted where I was going to recover. So yeah.
Oh, I have to say that when we can say about the Crazy Horse.
Oh yeah,
when you bring me, and after I saw Ashley performance, it's an example because it's effortless, but we know that the job need for pretend it's effortless. It's an example.
What does it mean to you that you found this amazing show and amazing friend through the experience?
It's everything. I think about that every day, actually. I don't know if I could get through it with such grace and energy if I didn't have Ashley by my side. It's one of the greatest things the show has brought me. I met her day 1, and she's one of my best friends, and I'm so grateful for her. And yeah, their friendship, it's amazing how we get to use our friendship in real life and influence it, and then vice versa. So a lot of the times in the scenes when we're just talking, we can't remember if it's because it's scripted or it's just us talking, and then they'll yell cut, but we'll keep talking, and sometimes those moments end up in the show, and we're watching it and going like, did we do, oh my God, they kept that in, and it's sweet, and we love it.
I think friendship is so important, and I think especially in terms of a show like Emily in Paris, when someone comes to, you come alone to a foreign country, and it's almost like the friends you meet become so much more valuable to you. And I think that, from the beginning, I knew that Emily with Mindy was going to have to be an important relationship.
People believe that Emily in Paris was meant to be a modern-day Sex and the City for, young millennial women. Would you agree with that?
To me, the shows are so different. I don't really think of them. They came from different times of my life, different parts of my life, and for different reasons, And so I think, to me, Sex and the City was so much a show about women defining themselves outside of marriage, and also being this very sex positive show, and women owning their sexuality and sort of flipping the script about almost putting the female gaze on men. And Emily in Paris, to me, is a show about the importance of travel and sort of leaving your comfort zone. So I think I think the shows they come from such different places to me.
Yeah.
I think maybe the reason why people think that is because your female characters are very whole. They have this very beautiful feminine and beautiful masculine side, because your look on women, your gaze on women is very complete. They feel whole. So maybe that's why people tend to, compare these two shows, because both in Sex and the City and in Emily, again,
women have, I think the women have a lot of agency on both series, and I think that might what people sort of respond to that.
Do you have thoughts on who you'd like Emily to end up with?
Oh, I honestly don't. I just love that Emily's feeling more comfortable with herself and kind of the not knowing and just exploring and seeing, and what brought her to Rome is there's someone different, and it's kind of exploring all those things about herself, and then who that person is that embraces more of those things about herself in the moment. She learns a lot more about herself in Rome because of her new experiences with the Marcello character. And so I think that she's constantly growing and learning through relationships with her friends, but also romantically, and who knows where that'll lead.
It would be great to have a happy ending at some point, each character finding the true one, and somebody who's genuine and sincere and straightforward with the other person. That would be great.
Gabrielle and Emily, I hope they find some ground, some understanding, because they kind of deserve each other.
Yeah.
In the worst and the best way, you know what I mean?
This word I don't know anymore.
I know. We're I think the question now is more about where do we want her to end up?
Yeah.
It's really that. We're curious too. We're wait, so are we in Rome now?
Yeah.
What's up? We loved filming in Rome. We only we were only here a couple weeks, so.
Yeah, we love to film in Rome.
Yeah.
Paris, except Rome, no.
Yeah.